Okay, so this is, they always say this is the most challenging part of the day, especially for training, when we are still digesting our food. But um, the good news is that we are going to be having group activities. And, but before that, I just want to, I know we were all in this room together. So this morning, what did we do? We had Charlotte and Ever leading us in discussions about air pollution, the key pollutants and sources, the health and economic impacts, and most importantly, the solutions to improve air quality. Now, what are we going to do this afternoon? So we have interactive lectures and group activities and discussions. So we will start exploring, let me see, just making sure. Yeah. We will continue with the Clean Air Guide for project officers. And in fact, we will be using a case study to apply the key steps in the toolkit chapter 2. So okay, and then we will have the usual coffee break, but we will have a working session. So please, when you need it, take the coffee and bring it to your table later, because that will happen during the exercise. And so we won't have the formal coffee break. Now, as I mentioned, as a reward for everybody, at the end of today, we will have cocktails. So maybe in your agenda, you might still have that at 5 p.m. as scheduled. We are going to advance that to immediately after the last session for today. So that might be, we might end at 4:15. And the venue is at the Staff Haven. At the Staff Haven. So, it's on the second floor of the Staff Hub, which is like their cafeteria, which is the cafeteria. So when you enter the cafeteria, just go to the left side. You will find the set of stairs going up to the second floor, and that's where we are going to have our cocktails at 4:15. Okay, so please don't miss that. Okay, so in the next slide, I mentioned that we will be going through the steps of integrating air quality in the stages of the project life cycle. Now, as we know, different DFIs have different processes depending on the type of investment, but we can use the same fundamentals. So in part 2 of the toolkit, it starts with an example of a typical project life cycle. And the toolkit demonstrates where air quality considerations could be embedded. So for here, if we look at this cycle, there's step 1, identification of the specific projects that are suitable for support. And the step 2 is preparation. This is where we assume the proposed project receives preliminary approval. So this is when air quality may be included in environmental assessments, in having air quality improvement metrics in the M&E framework. Step 3 is your appraisal step. So there may be activities or projects that have been identified in step 2, but we need to have an assessment of the technical and financial elements of the project and finalize the project plan. And here, well, there will be details on how to integrate project benefits in the context of air quality. Step 4 of the project cycle is implementation. So here, this is where the DFI will regulate and oversee major procurement decisions made by the borrower. And what is important here would be having baseline data being collected and, of course, ensuring that the air quality benefits are realized and monitored. Realized in practice. Step 5 is evaluation. So after the funds are disbursed and the project is completed, then the project needs to be assessed by the MDB in detail so improvements can be identified. So here is when air quality benefits of the project may be assessed and improvements can be made to improve for the tracking of these benefits. Okay, so the sessions this afternoon will guide us through step 1 and steps 2 and 3. The rest of the steps we will do tomorrow. With this, I'd like to hand the floor back to Charlotte for a deep dive on step 1, project identification.